Welcome back here on Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. I'm Nick Sturdivant. Jeb is here in for Carlene. All right. We've covered it a lot yesterday and even into today. We're day 2 into the federal government shutdown. And look, we're learning more about the impacts it's having on immigration. WCNC Charlotte's Julie Kay is here covering all things politics for us. You were here yesterday as we discussed the initial impacts, food bank impacts, talked to lawmakers. Today, another angle, immigration.
Yeah, I fear I will be here every day for the foreseeable future
You
talking
will.
about this. But yeah, so we're kind of in this process of, okay, this is happening. What are some of the secondary impacts that people aren't immediately thinking about? Of course, the first thing is a lot of people not getting paid, but there's secondary impacts of this that I think we're going to see get a lot worse depending on how long this continues. So we looked into some things that we knew happened last time in 2019, 2018. When that happened, the backlog of immigration cases in immigration court was worsened because immigration courts are mostly, if not almost entirely, funded by Congress. So the difference this time, we expect some similar impacts. The difference is that the backlog was already so big. Last time, our immigration court here in Charlotte for North Carolina, around 2018, 2019, it was in the 21,000 cases backlog then. I checked today, and the latest numbers are August, 133,000 cases. So that is a huge spike. And that's a trend nationwide, of course, not just necessarily more immigration, but also just the courts that were already backed up. Of course, the more people come, the more they're going to get backlogged. So that's a national trend, but North Carolina is, I believe, in like the top 10 states for backlogs. So this is a problem here in particular. I spoke with the Immigrant Justice Program, who we've talked to multiple times now, about situations like this. And they were like, as of right now, things are okay. It's only day 2. The courts are expected to move as normal. But if this continues, we expect it to get much, much worse.
Now, I guess, how long does it take to process a case versus if things continue the way they do? What is that timeline?
Well, it's already years for a case to go through. She said cases that might take 5 to 6 years to finalize could be 10 to 12. So we're talking double for some situations. And so you think about what this does to a person emotionally, you know, to be in this limbo of, I mean, they might have all their paperwork and everything they need, but in this many years, we know ICE agents are still working, though they are not getting paid. ICE agents are still going at the same rate they're expected to, whereas these cases are not. And so there's kind of this question of, well, what do it was already an existing question. What do I do? What are my rights while I'm in this process of trying to prove that I'm here legally or trying to get the paperwork to be here legally, but I don't know what my rights are if I am detained by ICE in this in-between period.
Did they speak to... I know a lot of the attention, and obviously because folks need help with their cases, but how are like advocates, workers, folks who are there helping folks process their cases, how are they dealing with this? Because you're talking about a massive jump in cases, and then we have a government shutdown, and then potentially there could be more of a backlog. Well,
and honestly, I wish there was an answer for, I mean, the words they use to describe how they're feeling is frustration, anger, fear was brought up. But this is already happening on top of multiple federal cuts to programs like this. This is a nonprofit. I mean, we've talked a lot about those getting cut, their grants being held back. As of right now, and we've done multiple stories with this particular program where they thought they were going to lose thousands of dollars, they got it back, now they're not sure. Right now, their federal grants are coming through, but the update is that instead of being renewed every year, it's every 3 months. So that means that we know we're good for the next couple months, but this could easily go away at any moment. So it's kind of that added level of uncertainty, not knowing how much you're able to take on for a long period of time because you can't commit. When they say, they were very honest about the fact that that might look like staff cuts when it's already a very small program dealing with thousands and thousands of cases. And that might look like services getting cut. So as of right now, how they're dealing with it is they tell people, still to reach out, but they are not sure what that looks like going forward.
Man, I can't even tell you, and I'm sure you can attest to this, how many organizations, nonprofits that have told us, hey, we're going to have to trim down our staff.
Yeah.
But the workload is continuing to grow. And it's just like, it boggles my mind, because that's a lot of work. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, that's a lot of work, and they're helping folks in our community. So,
and
countless stories.
People who do these, this nonprofit work, not just this type, but any nonprofit work, when they have to cut their services back, that puts more pressure on the federal programs. That would be a lot of people's only other option. And so all these nonprofits, when they get cut, whether it's at the federal or city or county level, at the same time, they're all competing for the same other things. They're competing for people's time, for their donations. And just kind of right now, everything I'm hearing is people aren't, no fault of their own, in a position to give right now. So it's just in a bad position, not just for this nonprofit, but like you mentioned, all sorts of others.
A lot of uncertainty right now. Julie, yes, you will be back doing more government shutdown impacts. You cover all things politics for us. Julie will be live at 4 and 5, but also Julie will be here in this seat from 12:30 to 4 tomorrow.
And from 9 to 11:30 in the morning. So
9 to 11
tune
too,
in all day long, I guess.
Yes, Julie will be here holding it down. But in the meantime, we'll see you at 4 and 5.
Yeah, that's enough for now.
Yes, that's enough for now. Julie, thank you as always for your
Nick.
time.